Hello everyone, we are the Creative Amplifiers and this is Creator Camp TV. My name is Mark.
I'm Lisa.
And I'm Neil.
And welcome to the show. This is very, very exciting. We have loads of people in the chat already. So let's say hi to a couple of people first of all. Little hint, hint, hint. We've got some guests in the house, especially in the Zoom room. Looking forward to sharing some of these. Fantastic. Is that Matt there? We've got George. Hi, George. We need to chat because I know you've got a very special thing happening while you're at camp. So we need to organise something for your good wife, who I think is allowing you to go, or certainly going to be away from you during that time. So yeah, looking forward to trying to organise something which I think might be a bit special for that. Hi, Louise. Hey, Billy. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to come on, you can do. If you know the Zoom link, feel free to join us in the Zoom and we can bring you into the show as well, should you wish to do that. Hey, Marcus, great to be here with you. Appreciate it. Hey, Jaden. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. Loads of people here. Gretchen, countdown to camp. Indeed, indeed. Less than 30 days, I believe.
Goodness me.
Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. So many. This is brilliant. And we have Daniel in the house as well. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. So this is episode 4 of our 6-part series now, isn't it, Neil? Tell us a little bit about what's gone on and what is coming up.
Well, yes, so we've got one remaining episode of our regular CCTV leading up to camp, and we've got a special edition on the 7th with some special guests, maybe, so stay tuned for that. And with CCTV, you're going to meet some of your workshop hosts. We're going to meet 2 of them tonight, and we're also going to give you some insights on what we're going to be doing when we actually get to camp. So Creator Camp TV actually continues throughout camp week with the 3 of us, Mark, myself, and Lisa, hosting live practical sessions each day to get you all involved in using Ecamm. And we're going to go behind the scenes and give you some tips on how to produce your own show so you can get your hands dirty with being involved in live streaming and video production. So it's going to be full on fun, and we're going to get you all involved, get you on the shows, get you producing and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So that's what CCTV is all about. Over to you.
And I think the thing that's going to be the fun thing is the fact that we're quite comfortable here, being in the UK, and Lisa's in LA, and Paul's in Neil's in Portugal. But it's going to be a little bit different when we're in Boston, because we're not going to be in our own studios. We're going to have a different setup. We've got different internet connections and all manner of unknowns as well. So if you want to see us literally doing our version of this, I think there might be a little bit of that going on in real time. So
I think a lot of it.
So we'll see.
It'll be troubleshooting.
And you can come on the show. You can come on the show and press the button that invokes that scene. You could be the person that causes the hamster to spin.
Can we have a competition? We can have we can get one of those big kind of red buttons which just releases the hamster. Maybe that's what we need. Oh dear. Anyway,
my goodness.
It's all about that. Dear. Oh dear. I'm sorry I started this, but Saeed, yes, let's calm it down.
No, don't.
Calm it down already.
No, let's not start that.
Let's not go there. We're not going there. Stop.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
If I remember rightly, Saeed, I think it was you that started this last time. So we're really glad you're here. But let's
thanks, Saeed.
Okay, so
let's not get taken off the air so early.
Exactly,
yeah, seriously.
Exactly. There's so much going on. So let's have a little look at who and what the 4th workshop is going to be.
Hey campers, I'm Billy Thorpe.
And I'm Marielou Mandl. Get ready to make it rain.
Make it rain!
Make it rain.
Join us for an exciting interactive workshop
where we dive into the world of live shopping and shoppable video.
You'll learn our insider tips and strategies to make your video shine and boost your sales.
Then it's time to get hands-on, because you already know this is camp and we are making videos.
You'll have a chance to create product videos that you can use and start sharing immediately.
And maybe even win some prizes.
We'll reveal how we're turning our video skills into profit and sharing our top tips.
Don't miss this chance to level up your product video game and
Make it rain!
make it rain.
Make it rain!
Make it rain.
Make it rain! This is gonna turn into a meme.
Definitely.
See you there!
Amazing.
So good.
It's so good.
Love
It's
that.
so good. Thank
It's so
you,
good.
Billy. Billy's in the chat, and Marielou is actually with us in Zoom. Are you ready to join us? Give me a wave, Marielou, and we'll bring you onto the show. Hello.
Hello. So I have to preface with that this video is that Billy has never met me in person. We've talked on the phone to talk about this workshop, and it was like he's on the East Coast and he's got a really, really busy schedule. We want to make this promo video. So it's like, here's a script. If you're okay with it, will you just record your half? And then he just was game and he did it. I don't think he didn't know what I was going to do with it, but he's game and he's great and I cannot wait. I can't wait to meet him in person. I can't wait for all of y'all to meet him in person because we've already had so much fun and we've only interacted over a production of a video and a workshop.
It's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So
You wouldn't have thought that actually from the video. It looks like you've been
Yeah.
working together for a while, so it was really well done. Well done.
exactly. It's that timing that you can only get when you've been doing it for a while. So if you've got that naturally, it's going to be an amazing few days all doing it. So it'd be really, really cool. So I guess the first thing to ask you is, can you take us behind anything that you've mentioned in that video? Anything which people can get excited about? Anything you can kind of share at this particular point, as well as us being able to say thank you so much for actually being here live and actually being part of the show when it's your week. Thank you so much for doing that.
Well, I'm such a fan of Creative Amplifiers. And if you guys don't know, Creative Amplifiers started last year at Creator Camp. So this is a show that is like seeded from the connections made at Creator Camp. And this will be Billy's first time going to Creator Camp. Granted, this is only all of our second time, a lot of us who are going again. But he's like, was telling me, he says, I don't know what to expect. And I was like, listen, it's going to be the best time. So if you guys are in the audience and it's like your first time going to Creator Camp, I'm telling you, it's going to be the best time. Now, our workshop is the monetization workshop. Billy is huge in Amazon Lives, Amazon shopping videos, product videos, UGC, things like that. That is what he has created his whole business around, and he's so good at it. He's using Ecamm to be able to turn and burn those videos. If you guys know about me, I make product videos. I teach people how to make product videos, and I want you all to be able to make money with your videos because, like, that's so we can get more stuff, right? So we can buy more cameras and microphones and also like live. It would be nice. That's a nice bonus too. So our workshop, I don't know why you guys know me well enough. I have to do the most. So I was like, let's make it a game show. So a little peek inside that it is not just going to be a sit and take notes kind of workshop. It's going to be a little more interactive than you might expect from one of these.
Wow. So
Oh, looking forward now.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna be
am
good.
too.
So Lisa, you look like someone who's into the game shows. Do you think you're going to be good at this particular thing?
I don't know. Is it like Wheel of Fortune? What is it?
Price is Right.
Price is Right. Name that tune. I'm going way back machine.
We're with you though, Lisa. Don't worry. We're with you.
I stay with me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're with you. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Hand holding, that's what it's
We'll
all
wait and
about.
see.
That's how we survived last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So, in terms of the workshops themselves, they're going to be an hour and a half, something like that. So there's going to be quite a lot of stuff to do within that time frame, and then everyone is obviously moving from workshop to workshop as they go through the couple of days. So, sort of how much sort of practical stuff, how much kind of just learning, what sort of percentage are we talking about, or is it still ongoing?
I would say with our workshop, I know we have 90-minute windows to run all of you campers through this experience is how I want to phrase it. It's an experience. Maybe stretch a little bit. Don't come to this workshop in high heels is what I'll tell you. Like it's not crazy, but we're at camp and, we wanted to make it fun and have something that's going to stick, because what I remember from camp last year and anytime going to any of these creator events where we're learning a lot is that your brain just like, there's just a point where you're like, I can't just look at this thing anymore. So to have, at least, you know, our workshop is going to be active. So you will have a little bit something different there. And I know everybody else is going to be really amazing too, because all of the workshop leaders are experts in their field, have so much to share. You're going to leave with such a well-rounded experience and understanding, and let me say excitement on being a video creator by the time you leave this camp. Like, I was last year a camp counselor, so I was just like guiding other people who were the campers, but like, I tell you, I left and I was like, I'm ready to go make everything. And I'm already pretty enthusiastic about making videos, and I was like, yes, no, now we have to do a show and this and that. It's great. So as far as our workshop, it is going to be a lot of learning how to make product videos and present product videos in videos or live show format in a way. And this is a great timing because shopping season is upon us. People are shopping all the time on the internet, but during, you know, Black Friday, holiday, all of that kind of stuff, the shopping tends to amp up. So it's a good time for you to start picking up some of these tips and tricks that I know I have picked up over the years. Billy is definitely like a pro at it. So you're going to leave being able to actually put some things into action. So there's concepts, but you'll leave and you'll be like, oh, I get it.
So I'm guessing then, sort of no matter what your level or how you're coming into it, either you're going to be thinking, I can just go home and do this, or having sort of done it, or there's going to be that option of, I know what that step's going to be when it kind of fits into my next workflow.
Yeah, well, the hope is that you'll be able to leave and do videos right then and there, like in your hotel room, on the way home to the hotel, in the restaurants, in the hallway. You should be able to make some videos that you can start to post and start hopefully making some money on, depending on like what programs you're on. So we can get into a little bit of like where to actually put these things in order to make money. But like, as Billy says here in the comments, Q4 is where the money emoji is. So, and it was like, cause we were like talking about monetization, and I was like, monetization, money, making it rain. And then that's how it turned into a game show. Cause I just was like, make it rain. Let's make it rain. And then I was like, oh, it's a game show. And then Billy, like, I was like, read the script, and he did such a good job. And I was like, this is going to be great. There's no way it's not going to be great.
Amazing. Sorry, Neil, I think I cut you off before.
No, it's all right. I was going to say, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a Creative Amplifiers QVC channel coming on after this.
Hey, yeah. Hey.
Ooh.
There you go. Keep that
Absolutely.
in your pocket.
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
All right.
I don't see why not.
Making notes. Start making notes.
Oh, fantastic. And for those, like you said, there are some people coming back, but there are some people who's going to be their first time, and I think it's a fairly even split. What was your takeaway? What was your favorite thing? What was it that you'd sort of like to share with people, that just to sort of get them excited, or to a little bit of help and support in terms of making their journey easy?
As far as getting to camp, or
no,
I'm
as
sorry, repeat
as
the
in
question.
their experience at camp, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So to get the most out of it is to participate and talk to people, because with all of the events that are like this, it's making the connections. There's going to be a lot to learn, and your brain is going to be just like expanded. We're just going to like crack your head open and like put all this information in there. But the way to actually implement this and utilize it all long term is to foster connections, make friends. Like, this is an international group of people that are really excited about this as well. And we've all been beginners. We are all at various points in our journey. We all are making things in different ways, with the common denominator of being Ecamm users or wanting to learn about Ecamm. If you are not quite in Ecamm yet, you will be, and you'll know, and you're going to just have the best time. Because you think about with Creator Camp, like, how many other conferences have the three of you been to where you left and made a show with?
Never.
Big
Of course.
zero.
Yeah.
Right, but you guys connected in a way because I like the way that we're split into teams, because then you have the camp at large, right? And it would be easy if we were all just thrown into the bucket. And then you find the people that maybe you have made friends with online or people that you've met before. But the way that it's split up is that you are going to get exposure to new people, which is a good thing, And I'm glad to be a workshop leader this year, because that means I will be able to see everybody at some point, where last year I feel like I didn't get to see everyone. I got to see a lot of people, but I didn't get to see everyone. But this time, as a workshop leader, all of you will pass my purview and we will know each other.
And I think that's going to be even better this year, because I think I'm right in sort of believing that because we've got the bar and where we're going to be doing our evening shows, there's going to be more chance for everyone to hang out, whether they're in their cabins or with everyone else in the different cabins. And I think that's going to make life a little bit more supportive for everyone. So you sort of, I think that spreading the pool out, because we all got to do that in the mornings when we were going for coffee and that kind of thing. But I think the evenings were one of those times when we could actually make the most of sort of hanging out even more. So brilliant. Well, stay with us, because we'll bring you back throughout the show if you're happy to keep doing that, coming on in. And I'm just going to go and just share a few of the comments which so many people have been doing. So we've got a few ideas for the names of the games, I think, here. George hoping for Hollywood Squares or maybe Ecamm Squares. Oh dear. Listening and packing to camera gear to head out on a practice camp out on the west. Wow, that's going to be good, Gretchen. Marcus has got one. He wants to be a creator millionaire. Very, very
Like
good.
that.
Yes, Billy. Getting in the dollars. Very well done. And hi, Yolanda. Although maybe I should... If anyone's been following the NFL, it's not been a great start to the season, so apologies to that. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And Mark is saying, yeah, indeed, it's all about the people and always about the people. And yeah, can't agree any more than that. And and indeed, they're still talking about the hamster.
Poor hamster. He's going to get his own show soon. That's a new
know.
show coming
I
out
know.
Well,
soon.
it's funny you should say that, because that's exactly what George said about 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
We just
We'll
have to
make
give
it
the
happen,
people what
George.
they want. It's as simple as that, right? If the people want it, they're going to get it, whether they like it or not.
That's it.
Be careful what you
So
wish for, George.
we do a shopping show with the hamster as the host.
There you go. Yeah.
It's all coming together.
There we go. It's all coming together.
Indeed. So I hope you're all really interested and supported by your cabins in Discord, and hopefully everyone's getting to know each other. We know there's a challenge coming up, so why don't we just start with a little reminder of who's in what. This is just going to repeat through so you can see everyone as they're going by. I know that some people are already thinking about what being in Doc's team is going to be like, and the 5 a.m. route marches and all of that. I feel like some of them might be a little bit easier than others, but we will see. And Paul, let me know if you want to come on and share anything about camp that needs to be shared with your insider knowledge and organization skills. I shall bring you on shortly. Thank you for that. And so yeah, looking good. So in our Discord, we were talking about maybe helping Kirk out, because I think he's been traveling and there's the challenge that we have to do. So we came up with a little something which we may or may not use as the challenge itself, but something we thought might be helpful.
Amanda Robinson. Lou Mongello. Brandon Fortino. Mark Taylor. Dina Dalig. Matt Berry. Gretchen Shepherd. Michael Sheila. India Delgado. MJ Alea Saint. Johnny Alea Saint. Neil Farimond. Ketia Francis Johnson. Susan Tchaikovsky. Lisa Marie Todd.
Ah, amazing. So we've done our roll call. That was the thing that we were really wanting just to do. And should we need to use that, then we're all good. So Paul, thanks so much for joining us. Tell us what we need to know, or any sort of latest insights that we need to be aware of.
You're on mute, Paul.
Guess I should unmute. We orchestrated with the hotels to extend the room block through today. So if you have not made your reservations, you need to make your reservations today, because you may not be able to find a hotel in the area, or it might be challenging, or you might have to get transportation to the other hotels. This is a very popular time in that area because of Halloween and Salem and the ghost tours and all this other stuff. So rooms are a premium. So make sure you get your reservations. Just in case you don't understand how reservations work, you can book a reservation and not have to pay anything until you check in. So you're just holding the room until you arrive. So there's no charge to your credit cards or anything like that. So get your reservation booked. The other thing is, make sure you have space in your suitcase on the return flight, because you are going to get stuff at camp. You're going to get a goodie bag. We have a canteen that you're going to be able to use the physical camp cash that you get to buy items. When you purchase those items, that money then gets contributed to your team also. So you're going to have stuff from that you're going to be bringing home. So you do not want to pack your suitcases full on the way out, because you're going to have a problem on the way home, and you may have to be buying another suitcase and paying for another suitcase. Plan accordingly.
You have been warned. You have been warned. Thank you for that.
But it is going to be.
I was going to say, you're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah, exactly.
All four of us together, and
All together now.
Empty case.
You can stuff it with half of it with newspapers, and so when you get there, you get rid of the newspapers, and then you have all that space to put your clothes in. But
wow, brilliant,
lovely. Do something, but yeah, don't come with full suitcases. You'll be crying. We have lots of fun stuff planned. As Marielou said, her session is going to be a game show. That is one that, if you decide you want to skip something, that is not the day to skip. That's not the session to skip. No sleeping in. Make sure you get to they're all going to be fantastic. And somebody asked a question about lighting and stuff like that. We're going to have some vendors that you can talk to about gear and other stuff like that. So there's going to be lots of opportunities. Plus you can also, the studio is going to be open. You're going to be able to see things, how the studio is set up and that. So there's going to be lots of opportunities to learn all kinds of things, either through the sessions or outside of the sessions, talking with people and sharing with people and just hanging around.
Yeah, and we're going to be around. So if there's anything that specifically you've noticed with our show or what we've been talking about, we can help you during those times. And of course, we're going to be around for the whole week. So yeah, you can just grab us at any point and just ask any questions. I suggest you get someone in Neil, because he knows all the technical stuff, and Lisa, because she knows what's going on behind the scenes. And I'm happy just to stand around and chat for whatever he's doing.
We also have a camp clinic. So we have a camp nurse that will be available to answer any of your technical questions on how to do stuff and doing shows and all that type of stuff. So they won't be providing you with first aid for your stubbed toes, but they will provide you first aid for your shows and things and tech questions.
And I guess that also includes the fact, did I say at 9 o'clock after the bar there's some kind of cocktail thing afterwards as well? So
in the hotel at the Hampton in the evenings, there's going to be some gathering sessions. Last year, that was probably one of the biggest things, was in the evenings, we all got together and we sat down and we talked and shared and, just kind of networked
There was
together.
the Jenga game that went on that was
Yes.
pretty intense.
Yes.
It was. We all got to know Diana so much better
Yes.
then.
Yeah.
Her backstory, her family, why she was so good at the game, the competition or the competitive element. Yeah, that's the thing where you really get to know everybody. So great. Well, thanks, Paul. Stay around. We'll bring you back on a little bit later if there's anything else that crops up to come through. We've got so many people in the chat asking so many things. This is brilliant. And yes, where was I going? There was one or two things. We can't leave this alone. There's lots of games related to rodents which are going on as they're going through. I quite like AG's. The real.
That's good.
This is amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. And yeah, Marcus, with that sense of experience, plenty of space in his suitcase, and it definitely is. You need more than you think, and even when you think you've got it, you definitely need any more as well. And yes, Marielou, we do. We're all on the same team. It's because I'm not sure we're able to be split up. We either need to be on the camera at the same time or in the same room at the same time, and all the rest of it. And I think, Marcus, I think yes, this is a question for Neil.
It was Sunday, Marcus. I was tired. Okay, leave me alone.
I misread that. I thought it said euthanism.
All right. Well, there is that as well, Paul. So, if needs must, I mean, you just say what you feel, Marcus. It's fine. Thanks.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it's fine. You can do what you need to do. Hamster wheel turns. Yeah, there's some great ones here. I really like this. Fantastic.
Well, I have to save these. We will be using them
I
at
know.
future dates.
Yeah, we have to do something
save
with all
them.
this.
Yeah, indeed.
Absolutely.
Yes, and Yolanda, so yeah, it's going to change. It's going to change. I can tell as we go through. Definitely going to change as it goes through. Okay, right then. So I think we're going to have a few pictures of what what it's like in Amesbury, and I thought what might be a good idea as well is to see a little bit about what Amesbury's like here in the UK. So when I was there a little while ago, I went and took a few photos, so you can see a little bit between the USA version and the UK version. So if any of you know Stonehenge, the famous monument is literally just literally a stone's throw from Amesbury here in the UK. So that's kind of where I was driving through. Stonehenge is somewhere that I used to drive through a lot when I was visiting relatives, so it's relatively close to where I was. And this, as an alternative, is what it's like in Amesbury, Massachusetts around that time of year. Is this one of your pictures, Neil?
Yes. Yeah, I took this on, I think when I got there early. This was just a beautiful scene with all the pumpkins. I'd never seen anything like this before, so I thought I have to take a picture of this. So yeah.
Yes, your average front garden in terms of
It's average front garden. Average front garden in the UK looks like this.
Yeah, exactly. So this is Amesbury in the UK. So this is sort of as you go into the town. Very nice and quaint. This is, and much like it is actually in Massachusetts, there's literally a main high street and then one that sort of cuts across it. So this is literally the main high street going through the centre of Amesbury there. And
The
so-
only difference is their license plates are shorter. in the States.
and the addresses as well, I would imagine. So we have some old churches, as you would expect, and also some old hotels. So this, as you can see there, says 16th century inn, but I think it goes back even further than that. So an original pilgrim's hostel at 900 AD. So that's proper. And it says there, Blue Dragon in Charles Dickens, Martin Chuzzlewit, and that I think it's like an official plaque thing, isn't it? Which just says it's related to the things that are going on. So yeah, so a little bit of history of Amesbury either way, and yeah, it's so true. So yeah, Marielou, is this the Massachusetts one that's charming, which it very much is, or have you been over to the UK and seen that as well?
Just the one.
Just the and they drive on the wrong side of the street. Are you referring again to the UK version or the American version? I know which one we would say, but oh dear, fantastic. So shall we have a little bit of a quiz? So this is where we are hoping that you've been paying attention to all of the what seems to be fun and easygoing conversation, which may actually have been useful at this part of the show. Okay, so the first question, who is the camp leader for the red team? Is it A, Doc Rock, B, Adrian Salisbury, C, Stephanie Liu, or D, Loria Petruski, sorry. So, if you can put A, B, C, or D in the chat, the first will be able to do it. Or if it doesn't work, you can just write the name in as well. And we'll see where we go. Yeah, everyone goes in. Very good. Marcus.
Hope you've been paying attention, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst that can happen? What was it that worked, Marcus? The fact that it came through, or was it the fact that George has already got an answer in as well? Anyone else got anything to do? There is a prize as well,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
So what's the prize, Lisa?
Is it this?
It is. It's the Creative Amp TV glass.
Yes. Yes.
Filled with your favorite beverage sent across the airwaves.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I can verify it is a pint glass and it does hold a pint. So,
Good to know.
Is that an imperial pint or a metric?
exactly.
Okay.
So, Marcus, but it was a guess. So I'm not sure yours has come through, Marcus, because I can't actually see it on the chat.
No, neither did George's. George said he put the letter in there, but it didn't go through. So maybe there's some filtering or something on the
Yeah.
on this channel.
YouTube's been doing weird
letters.
stuff lately. Yeah, it should go through.
I like the
content
screenshot
filtering.
to prove it.
Yeah, that's right. You can send it through, but we do trust you, of course. It's the same. And I think John said the same. And here we go.
That's interesting. So we can do it though, Paul.
Here we are. Let's just show you.
Moderators have it, but nobody
I
else
won.
can. I don't understand. You won. But you know the answer, Paul.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah, coming
we have 3 quiz questions, so maybe that will do. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Write it in.
Mere mortals can't do it. Just have to be on the inside. And anyway, we'll keep a tally, and we'll try and find out what we're able to do. But of course, the actual answer was Adrian. So, in which case, then we think there are probably 2 winners, because the first person I saw was definitely George putting that in. And so, Marcus, we're going to say that you were there as well, because you were the first person to put that in the chat as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you both at least a winning start, and then we'll see what happens on the next 2 questions, and then we'll see if there's an overall winner as well. So if you need to write the whole thing in, then do let us know. Okay, here we are. Quiz question number 2.
What does Billy say might turn into a meme at the end of the promo? Is it A, their video tips, B, winning prizes, C, the phrase make it rain, or D, creating videos?
Ooh.
What's it going to be?
And the competition is heating up now.
I
It's like a
know.
Formula One race. I saw
is.
somebody out the gate so quick and may have pipped a certain person to the post.
There are
Try
a
saying
lot
that
of things
at this
in
time of
there.
night.
Marielou,
George
you're
is
all right.
trying for 2 pints.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, can't wait to meet you, Billy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait.
It is.
So,
Yeah.
David says video, and we've got a few. AG had it first, but I can't see yours coming through either, so we're not quite sure. John's saying, is it a typing contest? There's all sorts of... Billy's saying, didn't even know how he said it. Well, there you are. There's all the things I can't remember what's ever going through. Anyway, the answer, of course, is make it rain, which isn't exactly how he said it either, but it was a lot of fun there. So we think the first person, was John.
I think you're right.
Congratulations. Quiz question number 3.
What is Marilou's favourite movie? Is it A, Back to the Future, B, Star Wars, C, The Matrix, or D, Jurassic Park? Fastest fingers first.
Go.
Oh, they're all coming in. And now somebody can put an A in there. That is weird. What's going on?
Yep, it is.
It's the gremlins.
No, I think certain
Gremlins.
people have been shadow banned, so they can't get these answers in quick. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Just
See,
saying.
They are, look, John. All those classes paid off, and you didn't know this was the moment your whole life was going to come to the point of
Yeah.
no return.
Actually, you
C.
forgot the right answer. It's A Night at the Garrison.
Well, we can bring that. So yeah, insider info. So the question is, who knows Marielou that well, or who's been looking through? Louise, yes, all great choices indeed. So, do we know what the answer is? The answer is Back to the Future. So give me a thumbs up, Marielou. Is that actually right? It is right.
Are we fact checking?
Oh, well, I was just
We have to fact check now.
just making
Seriously?
sure as she was here and able to do it.
Really?
Hang on, let me just take a quick look.
So
So funny.
this is unusual,
Oh wow.
but George has got one wrong.
Sure.
Now I might see is it a pig flying when you don't see those things very often, or something like that? But it's very rare that George gets anything wrong. So welcome for everyone who's managed to be here and experience that tonight. It's a very unusual thing. But I think the first person to get it right.
That's right.
Hey, congratulations. I think it's Matt there. So well done indeed. Lots of people there. So Saeed is going into the nitty-gritty of things. It's not a movie, it's a franchise. Well, yes, I think maybe what we need is some kind of Google Doc, because I think there are a few things like this that keep cropping up. So we can have like a list of complaints or a list of things that we need to look into for Creator Camp 2025 to make sure that we don't go through anything which shouldn't be there.
Quiz grievances.
Yeah, exactly. So The Matrix, close one as well. Yes, indeed. And yes, George is. Never mind, George. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. We'll make it work. So, did we actually have
trip
three?
to Camp Clinic will sort you out, George.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. Did we have three different winners then in the end?
Do we have 3 or 4?
Well, we had
Oh
Marcus,
yes,
George.
John, and Matt.
yes,
That's right. So you have 4
Fantastic.
winners.
brilliant. So, are we able to do
Then-
4 separate prizes, or do we need a?
Yes. So send an email to marketing@ecamm.com. I've sent over the list of the winners, so you'll be able to claim your prize.
Amazing. Thank you, Paul.
Fantastic. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Paul.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. So here we are. Recertification of all the show's quizzes results for this year. I think they were all pretty close, or they were close enough anyway. And Gretchen, grade point average of George just dropped to 3.95. I'm assuming that's not good. I don't know the American terminology, but indeed, I would imagine that's going down from where that needs to be. Marielou, would you want to come back in and give us a little bit more details of your particular workshop? And yeah, thank you for being such an integral part of our quiz today.
I did not even realize that was going to be the case. It's on my bio somewhere. Like, Back to the Future is my all-time favorite movie. It was my first job that I had was at the Back to Future ride at Universal Orlando. I worked at the Institute of Future Technology. I let people into the ride. It was a great time. But it has always had a really special place in my heart. But we were talking about the meme. This is the meme. I had a really great it was very early in the morning when I made that video, and I was like just like jazzed up on caffeine. I was like, this is so great. So question for you guys, when you see that video and you see that promo, and people in the chat, you can also answer as well, like what do you expect when you see that promo?
To be rich by the end of Creative Camp?
Oh, yes. Making it rain. You'll be creator cash rich.
To be ready to do something for Black Friday. Because
Yeah.
it's always an afterthought. It's like, oh, it's coming, and you forget about it, and then it's there. So nice to be prepared.
Definitely.
Having something.
Yeah, and it's a
ready
good
to
time to get started with that because like it'll be mid-October. Then you have time to kind of get ahead because if you start making videos while even in the workshop, perhaps you can start making product videos. And you can start uploading them if you haven't already got your like Amazon affiliate connected or TikTok shop if you're eligible or, you know, different places where you could post videos for commissions, then now's a good time to start getting that stuff rolling, getting those balls rolling because we'll get you the content. And then we got to get it out to the internet. You have to get it to where people can see it and shop it. You can make some money. So yeah, I am hoping that you will be able to leave already able to make some videos in more than beyond an unboxing and beyond a just look at this thing, right? Personally, I love it when you're the video that can help people make the buying decision. And sometimes that requires a little bit more thinking than just what's listed out on a product description page. Because as a shopper, I can read what that is. And those videos are helpful. But if you can, in addition to that, build upon that and start to build like an authority as far as like, how can you really share why a product is good for someone, right? That can make the difference between like, oh, I know it's a camera, but why that camera, right? That can make a difference.
And I guess that also goes into that feeling of kind of doing something that you use or a product that you like and a reason why, because you're going to naturally be able to make those videos because you've got that experience as well, rather than just, I know this is on a deal and I'm just going to use it because Black Friday's here and it might make me some money.
Yeah, which like, you know, you can upload so much, right? So do both if you really want to. Like if you're so compelled and you want to do like the quick and easy cash grab, go for it. Like they're not going to be like, you can't do this one or this one. You can post both. But I do want to tell a little story about, we mentioned QVC, a CCTV QVC. When a couple years ago, I auditioned for QVC, or was it Home Shopping Network? It was QVC. But in this audition, is just a room full of things, right? Of just things. And you could prep and like talking with other people, like I knew that they, you know, they weren't sure how necessarily to do this, but I was like, you can hand me anything and I will talk about this product. And I remember going into this audition and I was on crutches at the time because I had like dislocated my knee. So I'm like hobble into this thing and he's like, all right, pick something and talk about it. And I was like, do you care if it's true or you just want me to talk? And he was like, you know what? Just talk. And like, I was just picking up things. And then he got to the point, we had so much fun because he just is like handing me stuff and I would be able to talk about it. Because when you get in the practice of this, now I'm not saying lie, don't lie. In this audition, like for the fun of it, I was like, it doesn't necessarily have to be researched because we're doing it in the moment. But when you can do a little bit of research, but you started to mess with enough products, you'll be able to just pick up anything. It's like a game of mine that I really love. If you guys are game, what is something that is within hand's reach on the desk that you can pull up and tell me 3 reasons why somebody might want to use that, right? So for example, I've got my Lumify eye drops. These ones are really great for on camera because sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, the mascara gets in my eyes and then it's red and you have to either wait or you can use something like this and then it clears it up and then you're good to go. So do you guys have anything, even just one benefit, one reason why somebody might want to get it?
I have this water bottle that I've been using for a long time, and the reason why I love this water bottle is that it clicks and latches. So you see, I don't have to spill water all over myself, which is what I typically do, and especially being next to electronic equipment like this, you can easily knock it over. So lock and load, and you're good to go.
That's a product video. He did
Look
it.
at you, Neil.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you're on our
I'm
team.
telling you, that's what we need to
I'm
do.
impressed.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, and that's like with something to understand with the product videos is that they can be really complex, or in the idea of like how people are shopping. You think even about how you're shopping, right? What are your shopping behaviors? Are you sitting through I guess depends on like how big of a purchase is it. For water bottles, are you going to watch a 30-minute video explaining all the features of this water bottle, or you just want somebody to be like, oh, it clicks, amazing, got it, put it in the cart, let me buy it now, right? And then you can turn out more videos with more of a human element to it, can connect with more people, and then more people can potentially buy it.
So do you think this is something that you need a personality for, in terms of, yes, I love being out there, I've got lots of enthusiasm, I can make that work, and if there's anyone thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure that's me, I'm a bit more introverted, or I'm not sure I can show up on camera in that way, is there a way of being, or is there just be yourself and come across in that way and draw people into why you're there and why you're doing it?
Absolutely. I think if you say you don't have a big personality like I do, like I love to talk on camera and I'm really excited about things. But if that's not you and you pretend to be that, I tell you, people on the internet can smell it. They might not know what they're seeing is off, but there'll be some kind of disconnect. And I get that way when I'm like doing shopping and it's somebody who's put on a character and I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you. I just don't know. Because if I wanted to watch Home Shopping Network, I wanted to watch QVC, I want to watch a real commercial, I'll go watch a real commercial. But when I'm shopping videos made by other people on the internet, I truly want to know your real opinion. Give me something I don't know, right? Help be the video that makes the buying decision, whether it is to purchase it or not purchase it, because that can also make a difference in growing your credibility as a product reviewer. It does not have to be big and bold. It does not have to be loud and enthusiastic. It just, in my opinion, needs to be honest. Now, does enthusiasm catch people? Yes, but also enthusiasm is a turnoff for some people. You will not appeal to everybody, you know? So being the like, I don't know, this is a thing. I think this is pretty cool. Maybe you should get this. That's a little bit more subdued, is going to attract a certain kind of buyer, because we're all not the same kind of buyer.
Also, isn't it an element of you're talking to your best friend? It's like, I just bought this and blah, 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 blah. I mean, there's that element of, Sally Sue is sitting in Montana or whatever, and you're just having a conversation about this, like Sally Sue, about this particular item, and that using that type of connection too. So I think there's different ways to come at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I love the approach of when training people about getting on camera, especially when it comes to product recommendations, is imagine I was like, hey, Mark, I am really looking for a paperweight. Like, do you have any recommendations for a paperweight? And then Mark could be like, you know what? I love this box cutter as a paperweight. Like, I don't know, it's multifunctional. You can do other things with it, and it holds the paper down just fine for all the breeze that happens in your office. You got to watch out for those things.
Yeah. All those extra breeze. Sorry, Neil.
I was going to ask you just a really quick question. I have seen a couple of videos in the past where people have done product selling, and they're actually off camera, and it's a top-down shot of a desk, and they're actually just, tactile, touching the thing, moving it around, showing, just really being playful with the object, just to show what it feels like, what it looks like from a visual and audible perspective. But they're never on camera, they're just talking about it. So maybe that could be one way, if people are too shy to actually be present and physically on camera, that's another way that they could show that, which is quite nice because it shows the scale of the product and things like that. I mean, obviously, if it's something huge, it might be a bit difficult, but if it's something that you can film top down, then that may be one way that people could get around that as well.
Yeah, I love that approach as well. If you don't want to be on camera, that's like, you could only show the product because it really is about the product. But I don't ever prefer when it's just a shot of the product sitting on a shelf, right? I want to see some human interaction, right? I want to see scale, like you said, right? If somebody's working with it, they're touching it, they're putting it next to things, it's a little bit in action, like that's really great. I have like a strategy for making product videos that's kind of it's like a little chart that I go through where there's styles and there's types. So types being an explainer, where you're explaining what the video is. You've got an unboxing, which is about the packaging. What does it come with? A how-to, which is like a tutorial, or a testimonial is what you think about it, right? So those are like the types. Now styles, right? You could do a talking head, which is like what we're talking here. You see me talking, you'll see me holding the thing. There are probably other cut-ins as well. A demonstration is the thing in action. And then a product showcase is what Neil is saying, where you're seeing the product, which could be an overhead, or it could be like close-ups where you're like, look at the details of this thing. You can see the buttons, just really getting into what people can't do, which we might do in the store if we got our hands on something we can't do over the internet. So we need kind of an avatar. We need someone to do it for us so we can kind of feel what it feels like visually. And then with those types and styles, right, you can combo these things and make different choices as far as like, what is your style? And you can also make multiple videos on a product. It's not like you're limited to just one video. You can never touch this product again, right? Sometimes it is helpful to do it in a couple of different ways because somebody needs it explained to them. Somebody needs it shown to them. Somebody needs to know how it works. I did have a conversation with somebody recently about unboxings. And this was a shopper who was like, I hate unboxings. Like, I can see the box, I can see what it is in the pictures. And sometimes, yes, I think that just an unboxing is not enough depending on the product. But a lot of us being creators here like our tech toys, our microphones and our cameras. And I love to see an unboxing because I want to know what the power plug is. I need to know if there's a cable that I need to get, or I need to just make sure I have it before I can even use this thing. I want to see the ports. I want to see, does it come with the battery? Do I need an extra battery? Like, there's a lot of value that I get in certain types of products with an unboxing. So when you're unboxing something that's like, I don't know, a scrunchie, right? I've seen this, right? People are like, I unboxed this. I'm like, girl, is a scrunchie. I don't know if that's the way to go with this, but you posted a video, so I'm happy with that. But you have to think about in context of what the product is. And like, I really can't wait for you guys to meet Billy because he like has a system where he rocks and rolls with his products, and he works with a lot of vendors to make product videos for them. So there is the commission-based monetization, but then there's the client-based monetization as well. That's a whole other aspect to it that is its own beast. And stacking your income streams is the secret. That's the secret sauce.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? There's so
Yeah,
many
that's
options
great.
there.
Wow, it's like a masterclass already. I'm
It is.
excited.
We're
definitely.
not even there yet, exactly. And I was
I
just
know.
thinking about the unboxing thing. Of course, with the iPhone 16 just coming out, it's that kind of sometimes it's that I haven't actually got to see this item yet in that particular way because it's so new, and then you really do get the excitement of everything coming through as well. Oh, so
Yes.
good.
So, and Marcus had made a comment here that said, you can have it, the reboxing, right? I film unboxing most things, even if I don't post the video, because if something's broken, if something's missing, I have proof that it came that way. And I've like, whenever I have to exchange something, I never have a problem. Also, filming it when I lose the cable, inevitably, that's supposed to be with it, I can go back and watch the video and be like, oh, it's that one. Okay, cool.
It fell off this part of the desk as I was doing it. Yeah.
It's a good tip.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Amazing.
Definitely.
And before we sort of finish off, but you sort of mentioned before about sort of Amazon affiliate links and all those sorts of things as well. Are you going to sort of take us into that little world a little bit as well, so that like say that the infrastructure's in place, or at least how we go about some of those things for sort of different places?
Yeah, there's definitely, that's not necessarily one of the games as far as the game show is, but there is space for Q&A, and that's definitely something that we can cover as well. As if you're not at that point where you have that set up, there's places to sign up for it, and I can even like find the link for that so people can start doing that ahead of time. I'll post it in the Discord.
In the Discord. Fantastic. Amazing. Thank you so much. This has been brilliant. Sort of proper insider knowledge of what's going on, Marielou. Thank you so much for joining us live today. I appreciate it. And thank you also to Billy for being in the chat. He's been really sort of helping out and getting the excitement going as well. So thank you both very much indeed.
Make it rain.
Fantastic. Exactly. Make it rain.
Great.
Yes, indeed. And so John says Billy knows his excitement about the products. So maybe if you're super excited, we're talking about people not doing it if they are a little bit worried about it. If you're super excited about these sorts of things, maybe we need like some kind of padded room or sort of some downtime afterwards for those people who are going to come out so hyper that they need somewhere just to go and chill
cooling off
in a safe place. Oh dear. Fantastic. Now there's been so many comments going through. If we've missed anything or you've asked a question that I've missed, please do maybe just put it back in the chat and I'll have a look at it. And but I think I've seen
Put
everything.
a queue in front of it.
Put a queue in front of it, exactly, in true Ecamm style. But I think most of it was just comments going through, and there was so much fun going on. So thank you everyone for that. But yeah, I'll just give it a minute or so and just let you know if anything comes through. Neil, do you want to tell people how they can get involved with our show and a little bit about maybe what's coming up in the next couple of weeks or so?
Yeah. Well, so we have our own Creative Amplifier show, as you know, that was born out of Creator Camp last year. And the show really is all about showcasing you, the Ecamm fam. So we'd like to really get you involved in our show. And there's a few ways you can do that. One, you can send us your merch photographs. So anybody who's got any great Ecamm merch, it can be anything, take a photograph of it at a location. Could be in your house, could be outside, it could be on holiday, wherever it might be. Send it to us and we'll feature it on our show, which is our merch on the perch section. Second way is you can nominate yourself to be a guest on the show, or you could nominate somebody else as well. And we really want to know about you and the show that you create, whether you're just starting off in your Ecamm journey, whether you've been creating content for many years. Either way, tell us about your show. We'd love to feature you on our Creative Amplifiers show. You can do that in a couple of ways. You can scan the QR code there, and that will take you to the booking site, or you can go to creativeamplifiers.live. And we are taking bookings now for season 2. I can't believe it is season 2 already. We've already had one of our guests, Lala, that joined us, and we've got some more guests coming up very soon. So you get yourself involved, nominate yourself, book up now. We've got plenty spaces, but we've also got some people coming up already booked in 2025. So
amazing.
Join us. You know you want to.
Fantastic. Paul, would you like to come back on and just give some of those reminders again, which are going to be important, so that we can make sure that we've covered those, certainly the hotel related things?
So I've given you a couple things to do today. One is, if you haven't booked your hotel yet, book your hotel. The other one is, when you pack your suitcase, make lots of space. The other thing is, we're going into the fall season back on the East Coast. So probably a couple weeks before, you want to start checking the weather and just kind of seeing what the outlook and the forecasts are, so that you kind of know if you need to make some adjustments into your packing thoughts along the way. The other thing is, it can get cool back there. And I just want to point out to you that 39 of you have not ordered your t-shirts yet. And it's going to be really chilly to be shirtless in Amesbury at that time of the year. So be sure to order your t-shirt, and so that you have it in time, because it may not be pretty.
Thank you, Paul. You've been warned and you know exactly what's going on. Oh, fabulous. So Marcus is sort of going against the grain, says, if there's going to be parties in the lobby, no need for the hotel room. But I think that's probably, for that number of nights, not necessarily the way forward. And Marcus, thank you for that. If you didn't know, Marielou has just started her Club for Creators. So do you want to come and just do a little recap of what that is, Marielou? So for those people that haven't actually had the chance to do it, come and tell us, as that's what the Creative Amplifiers is all about. As you're here able to do that, that would make a lot of sense.
The Video Creator Club is my membership that I just opened up last week. So thank you, Marcus. Marcus has been so good and part of the community of just be like, you have to tell people about this in order to get people in there. And I've got an app, there's community, there's my product video courses. So if you want like a little bit of a head start, I have a class that's short form product videos that you can make at home by yourself. That you can watch. That kind of goes through my like types and styles of product videos with examples and edit with me. But really what I'm trying to build in there is a community. It's not necessarily come in there and learn from me and I'm going to teach you everything. It's like, no, come in here and let's all learn together. My goal is just to get more people to actually make videos, because we can learn and we can learn and we can learn, but maybe we don't actually start to do. So Video Creator Club is the place for you to come to be part of a community that is going to encourage you and empower you to actually make your videos. Create, release, repeat. That's what I'm all about.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And
Great.
everyone can go and get involved in that. So
Thank you.
just before we go, there's a couple of things we need to just finish off with. The T-shirts are already arriving. So yes, obviously the winning green team that we're all going to be part of is going to be there.
Exactly.
And just a final thought before we go is with George. He has purple body paint, so he's all set, whether the T-shirt comes or not. Thank you for that, George. That's just going to keep us going for the rest of the day. Exactly. What else can we do?
It's going to keep us awake. So yeah, thanks, George, for that.
Oh dear. On that note, we will say goodbye to everyone here. Goodbye, Lisa. Goodbye, Neil. Thank you so much. Great show again. And we'll be back here next week with another CCTV when we'll be doing workshop 5. Have a great week, everybody.